But you guys, I hope you really think strongly about who you're going to vote for and why you're voting for them. And you know what I advise to you guys is stop listening to your parents saying, because my parents voted this way, I've got to vote that way. It's changed. Think for yourselves.
Think for your bloody self.
Great, and that's what I say.
Just because your parents vote for someone doesn't mean you have to have the same beliefs as them.
Yeah, it's a total different lifestyle. And I'm not saying that just because I want you to vote One Nation. I dearly love you too, but I tell everyone, even for supporters of us, look at our policies, look at the candidates, and you must vote for what you believe in is right for you, future generations.
Everything you believe in, I support that as well.
Strongly believe in it.
Yeah.
You've got the guts to speak up and say what's right. There's just these days, there's too many sooks.
Everyone's become so precious.
Yeah, exactly.
And you know, it's you guys here on the land that you know what it's like to do it tough, and you've seen your parents do it tough for many years. And a lot of these kids in the cities, they have no idea. They are so bloody precious, and we've been brainwashed in our educational system, in the universities, and they don't understand life in general. And they're bloody. You're right, they are sooks.
You can't have an opinion because
no.
Everyone gets offended about everything. And,
No, look, I'm an old girl now, but the whole fact is that, and I'll pass it on to you, stand up for what you believe in, but also you've got to take in consideration everyone else's opinion as well, and listen to what they have to say, and then you make your decision what is right, what you think's right. But everyone has the right to have an opinion, have a say, but everything must be done with respect and compassion, and for everyone else as well. Yeah.
Oh, like another thing One Nation is for is, I see all the other parties, there's a few that's come out like for the farming communities and the Australians, farming is Australia, that's 90% of Australia is just run by farming and mining, as you can see, but One Nation's always, they look outside of the cities, where a lot of the other parliament, they focus on the cities and what's going on in there, where One Nation actually...
I've always tried to do that. Look, the country is what is actually the backbone of the nation, and if we don't have the food or we'll be able to provide for ourselves, they want to increase the immigration, and then they're saying now they want to put them into the country towns. Well, how the hell are you going to do that if the country towns are dying? If you don't have the water for it, you don't have the jobs, what the hell are they doing? They haven't got the answers to it. So you preserve and you look after what you have now and you encourage. My concern is, because the average farmer is about 54 years of age, that if we don't start turning things around, the farmers are now saying to their kids, there's no future for you on the land. And if we don't look after it, we won't have the expertise and knowledge that goes with that farming that we have now. And we're going to end up, which we are, selling a lot of our land to foreign investors who are now growing the food and shipping it straight back to their own country. And that does concern me.
But that's where your education and agriculture needs to be there. What's the government doing? Shut down?
It is. They have been, and a lot of the ag colleges have been shut down. They're not supporting the kids, to go to these ag colleges. They don't see a future. And I'll tell you, from the National Party, John Anderson, when I was around in 1996, 97 on the floor of Parliament, Anderson said we've got 125,000 farmers, we can survive on 75,000. They had intentions of getting rid of the farming sector, and now at the moment we've got about 85,000 farming. And it's either, the attitude was get big or get out.
It's unreal, how are we going to feed our country?
That you are so true with the ever increasing population throughout the world. And this is not just incompetence or bad management. This has been orchestrated to happen through international treaties that we've signed, but the public haven't been told about it, and you've been kept like mushrooms and kept in the dark and shitted on. And this is why I'm trying to inform the public of what's actually happening to our country and hold them accountable. But look, I'm proud to be in the position that I am as a senator, and I'm very honoured to hold that position. But you have to be true to yourself. Why I'm here, and they do try and shut me down because the leftist journalists and everyone else, and even the political parties, I've got to tell you, they agree with me. They're hypocrites. They're two-faced bastards as far as I'm concerned, who know what I'm talking about, understand what I'm talking about, but haven't got the bloody guts to stand up to their parties because they're looking after their own positions. That's politics, and it stinks, it really does. So that's what I'm saying to you. you know, you really need to take a good look at why you vote for people and why they're there, and question them. Even myself, any of my candidates, question them. If they can't answer your questions, they're not truthful and upfront with you. They're not going to be there when they're in Parliament. You know, you're the future generations. You know, the country is in your hands, and I'm, you know, we do our part, and this is why I respect the men and women that have fought for our country, for our freedom, our democracy, and we're just handing it away, giving away, stripping it from us. But look, I do appreciate your support. I think it's wonderful, and hang in there. And I'm up here to actually, I've been out to Colston Lakes. I've been talking to the farmers out there about the water issue. I've got a real good handle on it now, and I'm going to do everything I can to actually get water to the area, try and help you guys. Yeah.
Yeah, well, some of the best farming land around.
I know.
It doesn't have any bloody water.
I know, but it's happening all over the country. They haven't put in the infrastructure for it, and I've been talking about this for over 20 years. I saw the writing on the wall. And I'm serious about it. I'm the only one really pushing for the hybrid Bradfield scheme to bring the water in from the north down in through the central Queensland, flow it through to the south.
All down south, all the bloody water basins don't have any water in them. They're all down to 10%.
Yeah, they are draining the water. There's problems. And no, and the Murray-Darling is a hell of a mess. The Riverina, all the farming, they're shutting down. The farming's shutting down there as well. Water is a big issue, and what we have been talking about is that the government's allowed for about 20% of our water to be actually foreign owned. And the 15% of the water licences are foreign owned, and they're selling to foreigners. People who have no connection with the land are buying up the water licences, holding on to it. This is no set time. They've got it for forever and a day, the water licences, and then they've actually then wait till the drought times, they're on your knees, and you've got to pay very, very dear, and it's up to $7,500 a megalitre for water. That's what they're paying, and it's killing them. And I've seen people so distraught, and you think they're good, strong men, been on the land, been through everything, and I tell you what, they're just about breaking down in front of me. And that's what you've got to sort of deal with. And I can't move mountains. I wish I could do a lot more, but it's about hanging in there, getting more people in the Parliament, the same values and principles that I have, and fight for what we need, get back our country. So you never know, you guys might one day be up on the floor of Parliament yourselves. You never know what your future, where it holds, where it takes you. But anyway, all the best for today. Have a great day, won't you?
Thanks for your time.
No worries. Great to talk to you.